Good morning, Sixty Souls. How are you all doing? We are doing a coffee and tarot. I started something earlier and went through like a sneezing fit. It cannot make up its mind here. It's either spring or winter, and it just, it messes with, like, the barometric pressure changes and stuff. And I know we got tornadoes a coming. Right now we got snow on the ground, but in the next couple of weeks, once it starts getting warm, and our ground cannot sop up. We have been nothing but raining, snowing, like the amount of precipitation that we have had, and our poor ground cannot seem to sop it up quick enough. Good God. So I say all that because I went through a sneezing fit and it was just like, it messed it up. And I was like, I need to take a minute to regroup. So luckily I wasn't too far into it. Let's go ahead and sit. Okay. Let's get it together. All right. So we're doing a coffee and tarot. Spirit wants to talk to us about something, so we come into it without any preconceived notions, time frames, or anything else like that. All right? Understood? Cool. If you're going to stick around, you need to remember that you're a sovereign being of your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. And you're not going to Cinderella shit to make it fit. Okay? Okie dokie. Fantastic. All right. So I'm going to go over, this first card that we have. And then we will pull a couple more from this. I did already, like, you know. All right, here we go, babies. Power place. You're seeking a way to become a catalyzer of certain life events. If you have chosen the power place card, being the catalyzer in any situation means you are commanding your talents to affect some kind of result. So you're trying to initiate or create or catalyze some type of life event currently. Your body can conduct the energy you need to create the desired outcome if you allow Earth Mother to feed you the extra voltage. You got to clear your channel. Okay, you've got to clear yourself out so that spirit can be moving through you. Find a personal power place and call upon the four elements through prayers of gratitude. This can be, again, this is as simple as meditation. Taking time and putting some concerted effort into pushing external factors that like to pull you away from, out of your channel, out of the flow. And so there needs to be some time dedicated to putting that out and trying to stay in the flow. Like there needs to be, again, meditation is the easiest thing. When I go out into nature, that's another thing. Like when I get out there, the rest of the world is put on pause. All the other things that would pull my attention, the things that I focus on that make it very difficult to stay in the flow of divine creativity and guidance. And so for me, I have to sometimes take very concerted effort to put myself in that place, right? I have to dedicate some time, and it's about really clearing out all the psychic debris and all of the things that interfere with that. And so there's a bit of a cleansing. So again, this may be taking like intentionally doing some cleansing activities, right? You can make it happen by using your creativity and receiving the energy from the divine. In doing so, your needs will be met. Remember that you are a catalyzer and are totally responsible for your personal empowerment. And command your talents for good and affect the empowerment of manifestation, okay? So, there's something about clearing your vessel, clearing your channel, and of anything that would be obstructive to it. And maybe because there's so much pulling our tensions away and pulling at our energies that we might need to take some more concerted effort in doing so. But as long as we can keep because I get somebody who goes in and out. Like the way that they were presenting it before is like you need to be in constant conversation with spirit. as if you can literally just at any second, just like talk and respond. Like there needs to be this back and forth, but it's almost as if you're dipping in and out, in and out, in and out, because of the things that pull on you. Now that doesn't mean that you have to ignore what's happening in the world or what's happening in community or what's happening to your family, but because of the level of those things and how you can kind of pull on those energies, and they can create gunk in the pipeline of your life force running through you freely. You need to take some concerted efforts, a very conscious approach to making sure that you're clearing that out and that you're allowing things to flow freely, because that is where you are able to direct and put energy behind how things flow for you, where your energy flows, right? Okay, so there's that. Medicine wheel, cycles of movement. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm going to, they're showing me, okay. Fertility. This is what they're showing me like this, like a little pyramid like this. And I'm like, okay. Alrighty. We're going to start with 7 though. Right here. The medicine wheel card pretends a time of cycles and or movement. You are asked to notice which stage of the cycle you're presently experiencing. Is it the beginning, the creation, the growing time, and the developing, or the end of cycle? How you look at where you are will assist you in clarifying what it is that you need to do next. Any retreat, hesitation, or stopping has now ended. So that's lending to the in and out, in and out, in and out. Anything that obstructs the fluidity and flow of life force and constant connection, you're meant to remain in the channel with spirit, okay, right now. That's what needs to be cleared out. With this card, you're being put on notice that the stagnation is over and new beginnings have taken root in the present, meaning that the new day is here. The sun is rising, the dawn is here. Kind of like, oh, it reminds me of Divine Doors, where it's like something has had its time. Now is the time for a new sunrise or whatever. I can't think of it. Like, I'm not really, barometric pressure change and all. Don't get caught up in old patterns. Notice which direction on the medicine wheel will assist your forward movement and apply that lesson to your life. Your choices are illumination and clarity, faithfulness and humility, introspection and goals, or wisdom and gratitude. It is now time to decide for yourself which type of movement will keep the wheel turning. So engaging in one of those will help to keep things moving forward, will help keep the engine clean. And they're just showing me like when there's certain additives you can add to an engine, and it keeps it clean, so everything flows through it. And right now, it seems as if illumination and clarity, because we're talking about removing any kind of psychic debris, anything that stops the flow, being in constant conversation with spirit, which to me would be more of the illumination and clarity. It is now time to decide for yourself which type of movement will keep the wheel turning. In all cases, the medicine wheel card assures you that life continues. The quality of the new cycle depends upon you, your actions, and attitudes towards your growth. So this is really just about focusing on, is doing this so you can focus on what you need to do next, okay? But that comes with the staying in constant conversation with spirit. If you're tapping in and out, in and out, in and out, if there's things that are gunking up the process or debris that is slowing the process down or distracting you, again, you can't eliminate those things. And it's not saying not to look at those things, but it is saying you need to make sure that you take the concerted effort to keep things flowing fluidly. And then 14, let's get there. Lord of mercy. A lot of these have been very matter of fact. So, you know, sometimes I could do a better, like when I get these very matter of fact, straight from source type of readings, it's there's not a lot of like animation. It can get very boring if you're not really wanting to listen to the message, because it's like it's monotone. It always feels very monotone when these type of messages come through. There's not a lot of like exorbitant articulation or anything, and it's kind of hard. Even I get a little like, ugh. Kokopelli. Card of fertility. It has lured you with its magical flute. It is time to listen to his song. This song is one of fertility. You're being asked to use your talents to create fertility in some area of your life. If things have been slow moving, Kokopelli's song is saying that whatever you intend to plant at this time will be very productive for you. Planting seeds for the future takes effort on your part. So now is the time to use your skill and resources to make use of the magic. If you have a project to begin or an idea to develop, the timing couldn't be better. Shift away from any old limiting ideas and move forward. The time is now. The power is you. So we're back at this is a new day. Things can happen. The sun is rising. If there is any remnants of the past that keep pulling on your memory, you definitely want to clear that out. That might be part of the things that distract you, right? Today is not yesterday. This time is not the same as last time, is what I want to say. And so there's this idea of clearing things out, making sure things are fluid, so that you can see what the next step is, and so that you can plant those seeds and follow through with, because now's the time to do it. Okay? Okay. So let's pull in some, all right, they want Sacred Travel Oracle card. I also get the feeling that somebody's craving this. Somebody really wants to either, one, get out in nature, two, find a quiet space, like a sacred little space to kind of like you're really needing and craving this. And you may be getting irritable as a result of not having this. You get the bigger picture. That's what this is. Begin now. Yeah. You need to see this moment for what it is. I just heard out of a tower moment, which all of the world is going through right now, comes a blessing, comes your new beginning. All right. Where are we going to go from here? They want Azathoth. And I feel like getting the bigger picture is not getting tripped up on all the little things that will distract you and pull your attention to them. Because that's stopping the flow. That's what's getting you in and out, in and out, in and out. You need to stay in constant conversation with Spirit. You need to stay in the channel. Five of Cups. Yeah, this is being distracted. Paying attention to the 3 cups that have spilled. When right here is what you should be focusing on, the 2 cups. It's stopping you from beginning, taking your first step, planting the seeds. King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Now is not the time to be focusing on all these other little things that either did happen or again, it's like I feel like there are getting wrapped up in something that hasn't gone quite right, or in some negative, something perceived as negative, or recalling memories from the past that you are projecting onto the current situation that's making you hesitate. That's stopping you from creating your reality. The King of Pentacles creates his reality. He's in charge of it. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. There's nothing that's stopping you from creating your future, from becoming materially and emotionally happy, from setting yourself up for success from here on out, right? So Three of Wands is this energy of waiting for something to come in, waiting to see what happens. And I think that is the problem, is but see, the Three of Wands usually is after you've planned, like you've taken some type of action, you're waiting for something. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Lord of mercy. Okay, this could, what you want and desire can happen and come to fruition very quickly if you get out of the Five of Swords. If you stop focusing on all these other little piddly things that pull you from being able to create your reality that you want right now, okay? And they're not, I know these are not piddly, but in the moment, they don't serve you to be focusing on them. You need to be focusing on your path, staying in the channel, and creating what it is that you want and bringing those manifestations into reality. So again, not saying that any of those things are not important, but it's not helping you in the moment. And you may feel like you need to be focusing on that, but you do not. You keep, like, there's a fight going on in your mind. For some of you, you may feel like with so much that's going wrong, like, because there's other people that are getting defeated and one person that comes out on top here. And it's like, you can be the person that is successful. You do not have to concede defeat before you've even begun. But I do want to say that this usually indicates whoever I'm pulling for, that they are the victor, okay? And the Three of Wands is like, what you want to create can come in very swiftly and quickly, exponentially fast. This can happen exponentially fast. You just have to stay in the flow. You have to stay in the channel with spirit, and not concede defeat because of the things that you see happening around you or things that have happened in the past. Okay. There is victory at hand. I just feel like you think that you should be paying attention to these other things. And at this point, it's like, no. Focusing on what's going wrong is stopping you from planting the seeds for a new beginning. That's why they want you to pull out of it. You're too wrapped up in the details of different little things. And again, it's not that details are bad, but it's like the details that you're focusing on are not going to help you change this situation around, are not going to help you bring in this manifestation any quicker. And so you need to spend some time to clear things out, to get to stop some of those distractions, to really get in the good channel good, so you can get the next steps that you do need to be focusing on. Like, that's not coming to you because you're in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay. Okay. There is victory at hand. I just feel like you think that you should be paying attention to these other things. And at this point, it's like, no. Focusing on what's going wrong is stopping you from planting the seeds for a new beginning. That's why they want you to pull out of it. You're too wrapped up in the details of different little things. And again, it's not that details are bad, but it's like the details that you're focusing on are not going to help you change this situation around, are not going to help you bring in this manifestation any quicker. And so you need to spend some time to clear things out, to get in the channel good, so you can get the next steps that you do need to be focusing on. Like, that's not coming to you because you're in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay. we're gonna Angel Oracle, Angel Tarot, Angel Oracle. Ooh. Okay. Page of Fire, a new exciting, son of a bitch. News of an exciting new endeavor, something new presenting itself that is going to allow you to give birth to this. Okay. This new beginning that you're wanting. There's some steps that you need to be taking right now, but you keep focusing on other aspects that are happening, other things, past hurts, past pains, current circumstances in your environment. I just feel like saying, like, on the, like, you're able to do more about any injustices that are happening on the other side versus allowing yourself to sink in the mud. Like, you think staying right here is where you can fight the good fight, and it's not. You will be just as limited and oppressed from creating the solution and ushering in the solution as anybody else. You need to get outside of the box, outside of this oppressive situation. You are able to, you have more freedom to fight it. Okay? So yeah, there's information coming in. I think something's coming to you because something new is going to present itself. I think that there's a message that needs to come through to you about what your next step is. Yeah, so you need to spend some time in quiet meditation. Go within, connect with spirit, get in your channel, get in the flow, because your spirit's trying to feed you the next steps that you're supposed to be taking right here, like right now, in this moment. And you need to pay attention to those and not all of the distractions that are currently going on around you, or the things that your mind will try to feed you to distract you. And so, yeah, that's really just spirits trying to tell you something. They're trying to take you to this place of the seed growing. But there's something else that's pulling your attention. And that doesn't serve you. You're not going to be able to help any situation or circumstance or yourself by focusing like this, the Five of Cups. You need to get yourself into it's the idea of trying to, like when you're climbing the side of a mountain, like say, you know, and there's like somebody behind you, and it's like you're trying to pull them up, but you yourself haven't been pulled up, and you're more likely for both of you all to fall, and to your demise than it is. So you need to wait. It's like, it's a better vantage point for me to get up on firm, solid ground and then reach down and pull you up than to try to pull you with me as I'm climbing. That's the analogy here. And so Spirit's like, you need to get into the channel. You need to get into flow with me. You need to remove all those distractions, the psychic debris, anything that caused you to dip in and out of the channel. And you need to, if that's difficult, you need to be dedicating time. You need to take some concerted, mindful, intentional steps to do that. Because Spirit's trying to give you information, trying to walk you through some things, trying to tell you some of the things that you need to do right now so that the seeds are planted, because you're not meant to begin in a few days, in a few weeks. You should be doing something right now, and you're not, and they want to have a conversation with you, and you need to make sure that that flow of communication is open, okay? All right, that's the message for today. I hope this finds whoever it is meant for. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful day, and I will see you guys at the next read.